Okay, we're talking about the pattern we just made for the Alcort Catfish, our Alcort Catfish SMEDLEY. The boat has two pivoting centerboards, catamaran, and some folks have, it's a hard part to find. They can fall out. Look for them on the side of the road, and also for those pesky rudder pins. There's probably all kinds of them out there. But just from a picture, maybe this video, people could understand how to make one. So here we go. Let's just start on this, the bottom right here. This is actually the trailing edge. It pivots down. I'm sorry, keep saying trailing. That's actually the leading edge of the board when it's down. So the bow would be to the right. Little pivot point with the dowel that's right there. We'll just start with that 3/4 inch dowel that's just under a 1/2 inch long. So it goes through and rides down in a groove in the board. So the board pivots up and down this way. And I'll put it back down here. So this actually is the leading edge, and it is just over 24 inches long. It's actually 24.5 inches long to this point, just up from the plane here. There's a few measurements here. If you look how that edge is angled, I haven't done the math or have my protractor handy, so I don't know what that angle is, but if you start at this bottom corner right here and you measure up to the very top of the board, you're going to get this 18 inches. And then if you go and you measure from this little, where this is right here, and you come out as far as you need to come out to go up to the top corner, that's going to be 3 inches. So if you do these angles out on a blank, you do these measurements out on a blank piece of wood, up 18 across 3 down to that other point, you would get this angle right here. So somebody do the math for me. The pivot, that little dowel we talked about, it's 2 inches back from the edge on the right and 1.5 inches up from the leading edge. Once you come down to where this little curve ends and it flattens out a little bit, that's 5 inches back from the edge that's on the right there. It's actually the top edge of the board when the board is down, and then it's 16.5 inches down to the leading edge. See what other measurements we need to talk about. Up here at the top of the board is 9/16 of an inch thick. So, and there's a line that goes through that board at the top. It's tied off, and that's the line that's used to control the board to pivot it up and down off of this pivot on the bottom. If you got a catfish, you'll know what we're talking about. So you come in your 9/16 board and you drill a hole through it. Drill a 3/16 inch hole so you can put a 5/32 inch line through it. And I'll talk about the thickness of the board. Out in the middle part of the board, it's 9/16, and that gets beveled to the edge. The edge comes down to 1/8 inch, and if you come in to about 1.5 inches back from the edge, it's 5/16 thick there. And then if you come about 3 inches back, you got your full board thickness in the center here. And you want to put that bevel along your leading edge, along what is your bottom edge, and then back around on your trailing edge, and you can kind of see the light pencil lines, magic finger, there and there. So you can just draw that shape with those lines all the way around 1.5 inches, and then 3 inches back, and then bevel starting at 1/8 inch. Remember, you're taking off both sides, so don't go in and take don't go in and take 1/2 inch off of one side. It's going to be spread on either side of the board. So those are the measurements as we know them. If you got questions, just post them below and we'll answer them for you. And good luck with making the new centerboards for your catfish.